Hello, hello. I know it's been a long time. After all this time, how can I just pop on and say hi? But anyways, a lot has happened. Had a lot of shows since the last video. Just want everybody to know that I'm still alive and kicking, and that I'm okay. I went through some good times and some dark times, had some good days and some bad days. As many of you do understand how divorces go. Done a few paintings. My paintings, I've had this artist block for a horrible amount of time. Since I talked to you last, I've had a relationship. Actually, I've had a longer one and a really short one, just a few days. One was, anyways, it's just too much to go into. One of them is still my friend, so that's pretty cool. And I'm going to show you some paintings. I'm looking at them right now. I'm sorry. This is really rude for me to be looking away while I'm talking to you, but I'm going to show you what. This is recent paintings I've done. Can you see that? It's number one. Number two. This is one with the sky. The last one with the sky. By the way, I made a video earlier that was flowed much easier, but it was too long, and I couldn't upload it, and I have no video editing software, so that's why I'm kind of stumbling on my words right now. But the last one was one of the stars was inspired by when I was about 14 years old. I went on a trip with my parents, and I remember my dad pulling off the side of the road while my mom and sister were asleep in the back, and shutting off the car, and we'd get out and just sit there and looked at the stars. That time with my dad just like stuck out in my mind, and the halo effect around the stars. It felt like you could see every star in the sky. It was a wonderful, wonderful night. I got stuck halfway through this painting here. Hopefully I'll get back to it. This is so hard painting in this house. If you can see, I'm going to show you where I'm painting at. I mean, see how dark that is? Oh, by the way, that's a commission too that I'm working on. Yeah, it's kicking my butt. I've been working on it for 2 months. It's just crazy for me to be working on one painting that long. But I was commissioned by this pediatric dentist locally that has a ton of my work, and she went on a trip to Thailand, and she wanted it to be inspired by Thailand, and so I took some architecture from Thailand and some of the boats and some of the landscape or seascape of Thailand and incorporate into the painting, and yeah, it's taken me forever. But I've been doing this really strange thing here lately. I have this big canvas that I paint. You guys know I paint my canvases red before I start, or a color. But this was a big red canvas I had sitting around 40 inches by 60 inches, and I got sick of just laying around here. So I just did an abstract on it, and I figured worst case scenario I could paint over it later, or maybe I'll keep it, or I don't know. Maybe I'll try to sell it, I don't know. But I want to see what you guys think about it. It has a symbol on it. It has a symbol on there. See the symbol? That's called the Om. And if you are into yoga, or if you're know any Sanskrit, it means Om. It's the essence of all things. I'm not really into yoga, but one of the girl I mentioned earlier that I dated, she's a yoga instructor, and I started to play around with some of the yoga, and I'm horrible at it, by the way. But did that, and I don't know what else to tell you guys. I've been trying to keep busy. I haven't been able to paint forever. I just feel like I've just been so, you know, a bunch of those hearts. You know, guys know how I work on my hearts. They're just waiting for me to finish right here. Background's done, and it's just been so hard to paint. It's been so hard to paint. But I'm trying, you know. This is my business. I've got to do it. I've got to paint. So I'm working on through this series called the Way of the Artist Way. The Artist Way or the Way of the Artist. Anyways, if you know what I'm talking about, if you've been through it, and hopefully it'll help me unblock my artist block. But I never thought I'd have an artist block, of all things, of all people, to have an artist block. I've got an artist block. And so just keep me in mind, trying to work through this, and I'm every day trying to put out some work. So if you haven't been wondering where I'm at, and I just thought I would pop in and say hi, and hopefully I'll hear from some of you soon. And if I'm going to show in your area, pop into the show and say hi. I had a couple people say hi in Chicago. I was in Chicago a few weeks ago, and had some people come in and say, I saw you on YouTube, which is kind of cool. So, who would know? Alright, take it easy. Paint like a madman. Or just be a madman. So, anyways, talk to you later.